They say pearls are a merman's token of eternal love. So I worked up the courage to ask my merman fiancé, can you give me one of your pearls? He rejected me with icy arrogance, then turned around and carefully offered a pearl, born from his tears, to another girl. My heart finally turned to ash. As I packed my bags, determined to leave, a translucent stream of comments, like a Twitch chat, floated before my eyes. Oh, so this is the plot point where the male lead goes crazy and imprisons our girl? Hehe, she accidentally left a dress in his closet. During his heat cycle, he practically shredded it to ribbons. Run, girl, if he catches you, he'll lock you up and make you cry until you lose your voice. But when the moment came, the chat was shocked to discover that the one shedding pearls first was my arrogant merman fiancé. Caspian locked himself in his room again, no matter how hard I knocked. The only response was endless silence. I had just tripped on the stairs, and in my panic, I accidentally grabbed his arm to steady myself. Caspian reacted like I burned him. He shoved me away. Then he stumbled up the stairs and slammed his door. By the time I snapped out of it, he was gone. A dull throb in my ankle told me I had sprained it. After waiting for who knows how long, Caspian's muffled voice came through the crack in the door. Get out. It sounded like he was grinding his teeth, holding something back. I went silent. I turned and walked away without looking back. Fine, be mean. But the next second, a line of text floated across my vision. For a merman, he sure can hold it in. Is he impotent or something? Impotent? I stopped. Is that a merman thing? Soon, more comments appeared. Girl, cry a little. If you cry, he'll panic so hard he won't even have time to pull up his pants lol. Hehe, you guys are bad, but I support this with both hands and feet. I was skeptical, but my ankle really did look horrific. I've always been delicate. Even a hangnail makes me whimper for half a day. Acting weak, Caspian called it. To get his attention, I used to make up all sorts of lies, and Caspian always ruthlessly exposed them. I took a deep breath, composed myself, and knocked again. When I spoke, I nailed the choked up, aggrieved tone perfectly. Caspian, I think I twisted my ankle. It really hurts. 1 second, 2 seconds, 10 seconds. Still no reaction from inside. I was so embarrassed I wanted the floor to swallow me. I shouldn't have expected anything. Caspian is the heir to the Merfolk clan, forced into an engagement with me, a human girl, because of an ancient curse. So he always treated me with disdain, no matter how hard I tried to please him. I pushed down the disappointment and limped back to my room. But 5 minutes later, just as I hobbled to my bed, my door banged open. Caspian stood there, looking furious. Elena, are you done yet? But the moment his eyes met my teary ones, he froze. He didn't expect it. This time, I wasn't lying. Caspian was acting very weird tonight. He was clutching a tube of ointment, but he seemed terrified to step into my bedroom. He didn't look like a noble merman. He looked like an awkward puppy. So the awkward puppy started scolding me. Are you an idiot? Why didn't you say something earlier if you were hurt? But it really hurts. I lifted my foot slightly to prove I wasn't lying. My ankle was swollen like a pig's trotter. Caspian went silent. Finally, he entered my room, knelt on one knee on the carpet, and carefully applied the ointment. From this angle, I could clearly see the faint blue halo behind his ears. His fins. Caspian had never shown his merman form in front of me, even though I was dying of curiosity. Touch his fins. He'll definitely thank you for it. Really? I was doubtful, but my hand moved on its own. Smooth. And a little cool. Don't touch me. I flinched, shrinking back instinctively. Caspian looked up, glaring viciously. Touch me again, and I'll throw you into the ocean to feed the sharks. I pouted and turned my head away, ignoring him. So mean. Caspian panted heavily, threw the ointment into my lap with trembling fingers, and stormed out again. See? Caspian hates me. He hates me so much he can't stand physical contact. I curled up, resting my chin on my knees, feeling utterly dejected. I completely ignored the chat